In the ever-shifting tide of life, some souls seem to carry a different kind of light. They're not louder or more accomplished, but something in their presence feels guided, as if heaven itself placed a quiet hand on their shoulder the day they were born. You may have felt this, in a glance that calms your heart, in a stranger whose words feel strangely familiar, in yourself, perhaps during quiet moments when the world feels deeper than it appears. Some people carry marks, physical, emotional, even spiritual, that hint at a destiny not chosen, but inherited. These signs, whether visible to the eye or only felt by the soul, are not random. They are reminders, clues left by nature, evidence that the universe sometimes selects certain individuals for something more. In ancient traditions, even the body was seen as a canvas of fate. A mole on the forehead wasn't just skin. It was a symbol of insight, of leadership, of a life touched by clarity. One between the brows meant vision, not just forward, but inward. A mole in the palm? That suggested hands meant not just for labor, but for building value, turning trials into triumph. And on the sole of the foot? It meant wherever they go, blessings quietly follow. Yet these marks were never guarantees. They were invitations, gifts that must be understood, nurtured, and lived through compassion and intention. Others are born with faces that seem to echo peace. Bright, steady eyes, full ears with soft lobes, what some cultures call Buddha's ears. Their presence is calm, not because they've avoided hardship, but because they've walked through it and remained open. From a young age, they don't need to demand attention. They simply are. And others naturally listen. Even their birth may carry hints of something sacred. Some are born at hours when night and day kiss, midnight, noon, the edges of shadow and light. These moments, said to hold the perfect balance of yin and yang, seem to gift these children with dual clarity, a sharp mind and a gentle heart. Others enter the world during great festivals, moments when the spiritual energy of the world is at its peak. Lunar New Year, the first full moon, sacred days of memory and rebirth. These births are more than coincidence. They are aligned with universal rhythms, suggesting the child's life will mirror that balance rooted in meaning, touched by blessing. Then there are the signs no one else may see, but that families never forget. A glowing light through the window as the child is born. A rare bird landing quietly on the roof. A vivid dream the mother has before giving birth of flowers, temples, or a stranger offering a gem. These stories are passed down not as superstition but as recognition. The universe speaks in symbols, but even the brightest soul walks through shadow. And often, these destined individuals face great adversity. They lose loved ones early. They suffer illness, poverty, betrayal. Their path is not smooth, but it is sacred. Like gold tested in fire, their suffering does not destroy them. It purifies them. Every challenge they face becomes a tool of transformation. They don't crumble under pressure, they evolve. Time and time again, they rise from hardship more grounded, more compassionate, more powerful in the quietest way. These are the people who, when life knocks them down, don't ask, "Why me?" Instead, they ask, "What can I learn?" They carry scars not as signs of pain, but as proof of endurance. They become gentle with others because they understand suffering deeply. And in that understanding, they become a source of strength for those around them. Another sign often overlooked is the gift of intuition. While others search for logic or wait for proof, these individuals feel the answer. Before something happens, they sense it. Before danger appears, they shift course. They trust their inner voice, not because it's loud, but because it's consistently right. Some even dream of future events, a moment of joy, a coming loss, a change that hasn't yet arrived. And when the dream becomes real, they don't feel surprised. They feel confirmed, as if heaven had whispered it to them early, not to frighten, but to prepare. These people walk through life like travelers who can read the wind. They see patterns others miss. They feel energy others dismiss. And they carry an awareness of something greater, of the subtle, divine pulse that connects all things. But perhaps the most telling sign is this: blessings seem to find them, often in the darkest hour. When they are lost, someone shows up. When they need help, it comes unexpected but always on time. It's not luck. It's the universe responding to their inner light. They attract good people, wise mentors, and sincere supporters, not because they ask, but because they give. They share warmth. They lift others. They walk with honesty. And like sunlight attracts life, their energy draws help, hope, and harmony. Spiritual teachers often recognize these souls. They see in them something others don't. Not charisma, not intellect, but purpose. A vibration that resonates with peace, with duty, with sacred mission. Some monks or sages might quietly tell them, "You were born with a reason." These words are not praise, they are reminders. To live not for the self, but for others. To carry the blessings they've received and share them with the world. Because destiny is not a crown, it's a responsibility. Those chosen by heaven and Buddha are not here to shine alone. They are here to guide, to serve, to hold the lamp during storms, to speak kindness when the world turns cold, to be, in quiet ways, a path where others can walk more safely. If you've felt that your life has been filled with unusual trials, yet something always pushes you forward, if you've sensed that you were meant to help others, even if you're still healing yourself, if your heart remains open no matter how many times it breaks, then you are not ordinary. You are one of the few. You may not have a title. You may not have applause, but you have what matters most. A soul aligned with a purpose greater than yourself. So keep walking gently. Keep listening inwardly. Keep living beautifully. Because even when you doubt it, heaven has not forgotten you, and the universe is watching you shine.